Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name is Landon, and here we play Jank. Today I'm going to be playing Unown Jank, a deck that I've had a lot of fun with, using Unown VSTAR's attack to flip a lot of coins, try to get some heads to deal some damage, as well as being able to use Unown V's victory symbol attack to actually win a match. That was insane in my opinion. So we will flip a coin. We lose the coin flip, but I think we'll still go second. Most people want to go first in the Pokemon trading card game. In most trading card games, going first is amazing. So let's see what our opponent chooses to do. But yeah, hopefully we start off with a Cresselia in our hand so we can go ahead and start with that attack to accelerate a bunch of energy onto the field. That would be extremely useful to us. Especially, we don't even know what deck we're playing against, so as far as we know, having a lot of energy on field is not a bad thing. We do get a Cresselia. We even get an Unown V. We get a lot of disposable cards as well. We could probably get a Crobat V down turn 1. And, up against a Dragapult list. This is going to be interesting. Dragapult has a pretty good attack. But the main thing that it does is accelerate, or it places damage counters on the bench. So they're going to be able to manipulate damage counters a little bit. Path to the Peak comes down, which would shut off our Crobat, but we do have Glimwood Tangle in hand, ready to go. So we did draw into a couple of cards that aren't as disposable, but we can still probably use them to our advantage. Our opponent has two Sobbles on the field. We will not be able to KO any of them today, which is too bad for us. Ooh. Okay, so we have a tough decision here. I will grab Crobat. We have a tough decision here in the fact that we could get a Galarian Articuno out with double energy. But we are risking not having any energy to attach. I think we're going to risk it. We're going to risk it just because I think this is going to be fun. And that's a terrible reason to risk it, but I want to do it. So, 1, 2. We're going to get so much energy on the field turn 1, I feel. Alright, Crobat's coming down. Dark Asset, yes. Draw up. We do get energy. We even get a Horror Psychic energy there. We've got Crushing Hammers, which we can't play. We've got a Choice Band, which we will save. We got Fog Crystal and a Professor's Research. We actually don't want to play the Professor's Research. We just want to go ahead and attach plenty of energy to Unown V. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Cresselia is 1 energy away from attacking. Galarian Articuno is 1 energy away from attacking. This Cresselia is 2 energies away. Crobat V we do not attack with. So they played Drizzile. Gonna let them search out a trainer card, which will most likely get them, eventually lead them to a Dragapult on the bench. Fog Crystal, fantastic choice. Great card there. I should have played the Fog Crystal and gotten the second Unown V out onto the field. Then it would have been ready to evolve this turn, which would have been very big. That is a mistake on my part. So sadly, we do not play anything that will let us grab benched Pokemon. So we're just going to have to rely on them bringing Dragapult up into the active. Now, Dragapult VMax will be a 3-prize Pokemon, and we need to 2-shot it. How do we 2-shot it? Excellent question. I'm figuring that out as we go. Playing down another Path to the Peak, that's fine because we actually don't need any more abilities from Pokemon V. Now, we might want to get Manaphy down. That might be important enough, but I just don't feel like we have the bench space to currently to risk it. Now, the big question, do I put Unown V-Star on Unown V, or do I wait? I feel like waiting. They have the Dragapult in hand. They cannot evolve it, and we can Marnie them. So that's going to hurt them quite a bit, I hope. Man, that sounded mean, didn't it? I hope it hurts them. Tails on the Crushing Hammer. We will Fog Crystal for an energy. Just so we can knock out this Drizzile now. Remove them being able to set up anything with an Inteleon and that kind of stuff. Although I might just draw them into an Inteleon. Blunder Policy. Oof. Really wish I had another Unown out on the field currently. But we don't. So we are just going to Photon Laser for the KO. Perfect. Grab a prize card. Professor's Research. So right now, Unown V with the V-Star in hand is really our best backup attacker, which is not great. But Unown V-Star can actually hit 210. So if they don't Drizzile for Evolution Incense for a Dragapult V-Star, we do have potential KO on our hands, although very unlikely due to the fact that it's a flippy attack. Searching out a Fog Crystal. Interesting. Probably going for Jet Assault. Now, Jet Assault does more damage if they moved from the bench into the active. That's not going to trigger here because they started in the active. But doesn't matter. They grab the Dragapult VMax anyways. Yes, they are doing 130, easily KOing a Cresselia and doing, what is that, 5 damage counters on the bench. Plus Inteleon here with the quick shooting ability dropping 2. That's going to be 7 damage counters. I'm going to have to play down the Unown V-Star. There's really no other choices here except I'm trying to keep Unown V alive. They're probably going to put on Unown V. They know Unown V-Star's ability, most likely, the V-Star power, and I can't rely on that. I'm not going to rely on that. I do not know why Horror Energy is triggering multiple times. It should only trigger once. That is definitely a bug. I've seen it happen before, but I've also seen it trigger correctly before. So, interesting, to say the least. Now, I'm worried I walked right into a KO. I didn't, but that was a worry of mine. Choice Belt onto that Cresselia. I am going to Professor's Research, just so we can burn through cards as fast as we can, because we need to. Crushing Hammer. Heads. Beautiful. Love to see it. Crushing Hammer. If we get another heads off this Crushing Hammer, that will be beautiful. We do not. That's okay. That's okay. We'll put Horror Energy there. Fog Crystal for another Unown V-Star, or Unown V, I believe. I believe that's the right call. Now, next turn, we will be 1 energy short for a Cresselia. But I don't think they can get the KO next turn. So we'll see what happens. And hopefully, with Blunder Policy, we will draw some cards. Or we'll just hit 3 heads and deal a massive 210 damage, leaving them with 30 damage, which a non-powered up Cresselia could pull off. So that was pretty amazing. That really put it in our hands there. They get another Dragapult V down, and again, I don't play any boss's orders. We are very limited to what they put in the active. They could retreat into the other Dragapult, but I don't think that's a smart decision, as they're not taking the KO. They're leaving it open for Galarian Articuno to KO it on the bench, which this Unown V-Star has plenty of energy to retreat with. So, what do they do? That is the big question here. I might even retreat the Unown V-Star just to save it for another turn later on. They get 2 Inteleons out on the field. Very interesting choice here. That is going to allow them to be putting a massive 40 damage on the field every turn. And it's massive at only 40 because they're able to do it every turn, guaranteed. I'm not bossing up that. I'm not going to be able to KO it, anything like that. So we are going to play down Turbo Patch. See what we get. We get heads! Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to put that on Articuno. Going to play an energy on Cresselia there. And I'm going to retreat Unown V-Star. Just because I want to guarantee this KO. I do not want to leave it up to chance. Now, next turn, they are going to put 40 damage on Unown V-Star. And Unown V-Star will be 10 damage away from KO, which will not be great. They'll be able to KO Cresselia, possibly, and KO Unown V-Star in the same turn, which frightens me quite a bit, actually. In all honesty, they shouldn't, though. They shouldn't have done that. They should be trying to get a Dragapult VMax out. The 5 damage there from the attack would have gotten it, and they could have weakened anything else up. Possibly this Crobat V that's just a bench sitter for me. They're quick balling, but for what? They have Path to the Peak out. It's their Path to the Peak, so they can't even quick ball for a Crobat to draw cards. They are stuck. We've put them in a position where they can't really get much. So the question is, I've got Glimwood Tangle in hand. Do I put the Unown V-Star in the active, or do I just keep attacking? The answer, I just keep attacking. That's what you do. When you have the advantage, you play the safe route. And that's what I'm going to do. We have another Unown V-Star on the field. Fog Crystal for an energy. Our last basic energy, too. Yikes. And I can put Blunder Policy on that. I can put Choice Band on that. Choice Belt. And I'm going to keep them under Path to the Peak, because I'm not flipping any coins this turn, and they are struggling. They're going to get 2 prizes here off the Unown V-Star, thanks to the Inteleon. Horror Energy comes down. That opens up Bite for 30 damage. Even if they evolve into the VMax, that's going to be... that's going to only be 60 damage. Cresselia is going to survive. So out of those 2 cards, did they get anything to save them? They got the VMax. But this turn, I'm going to Cresselia them for 150. Next turn, they'll be able to KO Cresselia. And then I can put up Articuno and get that KO wherever I need it. As long as they don't play Manaphy down. Professor's Research, good play. As long as they don't play Manaphy down, I can get the Dragapult wherever it retreats to. But I don't think they'll even have the ability to retreat. Quick shooting. They got quick shooting the Articuno. The Articuno is primed and ready to get the KO next turn. They're going after the Unown V-Star. Interesting. I would have put 5 damage on Articuno, or next turn, 5 damage. Oh man, in all honesty, I am not seeing a win point here. I win. Cresselia does enough damage right now. Nothing needed, nothing added. Horror Energy did its job. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Quick little victory against Dragapult. Really, that bug with the Horror Energy did a lot for us in that matchup. I'm I'm still confident in what we were doing, even without that extra 60 damage, but that really guaranteed it for us. I mean, if you think about the Cresselia did get the KO, only needed 30 damage there. It got the KO with 120. So we made up the 60 there, but at the same time, yeah. Very interesting stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed Unown Jank. Taking down Dragapult, a matchup I was not confident going into. I am now much more confident for any future Dragapults I run into. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Show it to your friends, you know. Tell people, hey, I saw this stupid deck. You should probably check it out. You might enjoy it. That's what I'm here for. And, you know, until next time, keep playing Jank.